everybody? Welcome back to another fan-fucking-tastic of an episode of the Casual Drink and Play Podcast, episode 22. We have Nicole here.
Hello.
And we have myself, which is Tim. And we have a very special guest, a badass guitar player, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm flattered.
We have Josh. Hi, Josh.
Hey, what's up, guys? Josh here. Guitar player, rather mediocre. Yeah, and I play a lot of video games. That's about it.
There you go. Fit right in.
Preach.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. I guess are you 21 or are you drinking right now?
I'm actually 20. Not even old enough. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I know. But give me my birthday is on January 1st, so a few more months, and I'll be there. You know.
Nice.
Very nice. And you come on a podcast that's all about drinking and playing video games. How ironic.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if the guest is cool enough, I'm not gonna ask for a fucking ID.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I'm glad you're a good one.
Oh yeah. I mean, what am I drinking? Just a Coors Light. Just piss
Coors
water.
Light.
Just a beer. All right. So let's talk about the news. So you had something about Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, literally, before work this morning, I was just, good old Loudwire keeps me updated. So I saw, straight on the headline, Marilyn Manson, somewhere in New Hampshire, there's a warrant for his arrest, because it's something with some spitting allegation. I guess he spat on somebody. I don't know, but apparently that's assault. So, yeah, they're trying to lock him up for that, or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
He allegedly spit
Yes.
on a videographer during a 2019 concert.
Yeah, that.
Oh damn.
Googled it. There you go.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, it's Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like his music, but his personality, him as a person, I would
He's an asshole.
If I was walking on one side of the street and I saw him walking my way, I would cross the street just to avoid the dude.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't want to deal with any of that.
I'm that guy where if I can't respect you as a person, I'm going to have a hard time enjoying your music just because I know, this person is an actual dickhead. I can't. I take music very seriously, obviously, so...
Oh, yeah.
In that retrospect, I don't know, just something about Marilyn Manson's always turned me off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess. Just his stage presence, just the way he acts, not about it necessarily, the way he treats people. I read something because, everybody recently has had a lot of people come forward about shit that happened 15, 20 years ago or something.
Right.
And same deal with him. And I think it was something with one of his makeup people. He cussed her out on stage because she went to fix his makeup, in between songs or something like that. And I don't know if he spat on her. He did something, but it was really fucked up.
It was something douchey.
Yeah, that reinforced my not liking of Marilyn Manson.
He had some because I think it was a former girlfriend or something. She claimed that in his when he's at home he's the weirdest I guess slightly abusive.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
at all.
no, I mean,
sad but true.
Yeah, it's just look at the guy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't look at him. I'm sorry, he is an ugly fucker.
He is. He is.
And it's I guess what's internal has come outward.
Mm-hmm.
And he's always been fucking weird, but I don't know if I have some type of just beef with him, but I just do not like Marilyn Manson at all. I don't know where it stemmed from originally before all this stuff came out, but I think I saw him burning an American flag or something, and I'm like, well, that's kind of not nice. But people will say yo, that's just his thing, and I'm like, just his thing? The fuck? Okay. You live here, but whatever, to each their own. But still, I'm like,
no.
We get freedom of speech, but can you not?
Right, we don't have to burn things. Just tell me about it. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Trust, do that.
If you're gonna burn things, at least have a bonfire, make it
Facts. Right, in the privacy of your own home, something like that, keep it low key. We don't need to do that in front of 8,000 people,
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Because I promise you, they don't care that much. You're probably just gonna scare them off or some shit. But we're in the metal genre, so probably not. But
Speaking of, when I don't know if you heard about this, and then Nicole, I think I talked to you about it, but when Trump got elected,
hmm
Madonna, like, I think she threatened to blow up the White House.
wow,
I'm being dead serious. I mean, if I came prepared, I would have pulled up the clip.
Madonna,
Yeah, Madonna herself.
I don't think you told me about
wowzers.
Yeah, no, like, cause yeah, it was like on like a podium. She's like, if Donald Trump like wins, like I will personally like blow up the White House.
Trust me, I completely understand not
Mhm.
not liking Donald Trump, whatever. But I don't know what blowing up the White House would solve, because that happened in like the 1800s, right? Like they set that bitch on fire.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
So I mean, it doesn't help anything. It didn't then, it won't now. Like you're just
no,
you
Yeah.
would probably just spend the rest of your life in prison. Like okay,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just a guy, just an opinion. But
yeah, no, you're good. I mean, like, and then some people were like, hey, let's go fucking raid the Capitol. Maybe that's a good idea.
What's so funny about that? I don't know if you know that band Iced Earth, but one of the dudes in that band was there, and apparently, being a person that's recognizable, he was one of the people that busted.
Oh, really?
And yeah, like for real. And I think he may have gotten out of it somehow, but I'm like, all right, dude, look, like if you're gonna storm the Capitol, at least like be low key,
Yeah.
like something like
Yeah.
mashed up. I mean, that whatever.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like that whole spiel, like that, just like I was like, because I was leaving, because I used to drive for Amazon earlier in the
Nice.
year, and I was talking on the phone. And she's like, "Hey, did you hear about the Capitol?" I'm like, what happened?" So I got raided, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny." Okay, like what
Nice.
happened?
It was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, it's like
Someone was gonna try it.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
there's a siege, and I'm like
Mhm.
it, like I don't know, like it, like
You didn't
I was
wanna
like,
believe me.
I didn't want to believe it. I was like, this is bullshitting.
Yeah, it low key reminded me about that whole thing with Area 51
Oh
a
yeah,
couple
Oh my
years ago.
God.
Yeah.
that was amazing.
But this one actually like happened though. Like that whole thing was a shtick, I guess. But I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, it's bullshit. They're not gonna make it, past the gate. Because normally, you see a guy with a handgun try to approach the Capitol all the time, and then he
Mhm.
gets capped immediately.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they made it in, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so that kind of took me by surprise. But I guess they got to step up their security game a little bit.
Because on HBO it had a special. It was like it was from CNN, where it was like inside like the Capitol,
Yeah.
and it had like a CNN like correspondent like inside, like while like there's like gunshots and people like breaking in and whatnot.
Okay.
And it sounded like the cops were, in a sense, like the cops like weren't even doing their jobs. Like they were preventing
about right.
people, but they weren't like in a sense attacking. And when
Right.
everyone left, they didn't arrest people on the spot. They were just like getting people out of there.
Yeah.
I
Not
was
sure
like,
the
"What
logic behind that necessarily. I guess like they're like, all the squad cars are full.
Yeah.
Can't really do much now.
The part I
that's-
hated the most was that like Pence was always like, call in the National Guard, like get reinforcements down here, and Trump's like, nah. And it was like
No.
Pence was the one that was like calling in the National Guard, and then Trump took all the credit for it. And it's like you
Mm.
almost just fucking killed your vice president.
Yeah.
I mean, these Republicans, like they were like chanting like while inside, like they were chanting "Hang Mike Pence,
Yeah.
hang Mike
Oh.
Pence." Yeah, they were out to fucking get him.
Yeah, because
Out for blood, I see.
Oh yeah.
Trump said that it was up to Pence to like override the election, when in reality his job is really to just count the votes, not actually override any votes.
Right.
And so like Trump made it seem like Pence was the one that was like going to be the one that overrid the election and make Trump president again and X blah blah blah. And that because he wasn't, they're like, all right, kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
dude.
looked way too much into it.
Dude, it's all fucked up. Dude, like
That's
politics
intense.
today are just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I've never been like very into politics because I see every politician on whatever side, like they're all trying to tell you what you want to hear
Mm.
in order for them to get elected or whatever. And me, I'm like, look, ignorance is bliss. So this is something I'm gonna turn my back on. Otherwise, I'm just gonna feed a whole bunch of negativity into an endless pool of negativity.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna just play my guitar and chill.
There you go. I
And
love
that's
it.
It's worked.
I love it.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
But so speaking of memes, and
Love
I'm sure it's
memes.
probably no, but did you ever take part of that Josh fight?
I was actually waiting for this. So I wanted to, but I was at work at the time and I didn't really know about it.
Ah.
And I had a lot of people asking me about the Josh fight and I didn't know what it was. So I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So there was dead ass like a bunch of Joshes. Mind you, this was worldwide.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that
Oh, yeah.
fact. Like people flew, right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, okay." And I'm like, "Okay, this is actually pretty legit." Unfortunately, I did not get to because that's on like the other side of the country for me.
Yeah, because I think it was like I want to say Nevada, but like
Yeah,
it was-
something like that.
I thought
It was one of those.
Nebraska.
Nevada or like Nebraska. It started with an N.
Yeah,
That was
one of
like
those
fun.
states.
But I think specifically it was a Josh Swain. Like if your last name was Swain, it's like you had to go.
Ah, I see.
But then like ultimately, it's like, hey, if your name's Josh, just come on down.
Just pull up. Didn't like a kid win or something? Like,
Yeah, they
some
actually had a
5-year-old.
winner. Like there was, like
Yeah.
criteria of like how you got outed, and then like when you were outed, you had to go and stand on the sideline, and then like there was one Josh remaining.
wow,
Yeah, and they use like the pool noodles as like weapons.
Mm-hmm.
that's legit.
I'm like, damn, that sounds
That's
fun.
legit. You know, I'd get into my Obi-Wan Kenobi fit. You know,
Yeah.
you know, just body some kids.
Bodies
But,
are
like,
definitely
legally-
hitting the floor.
Yeah, I mean, if I could have gone, if I had the time, money, and resources to get there,
Mhm.
100% I would have. Solely for the memes, you know, like why not? This would be great content.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
Or
would show
like,
up just to record and like
Facts.
document everything. I was like, I can't
Even
take
if your
part. My
name
name's
wasn't
not
Josh. Right, like
Start
literally, I'm just.
commentating the Josh fight.
No, you got to do it like it's Animal Planet, you know. Like
I was
you're
just about to
watching,
say,
like-
like, I would try to do like the dude from Animal Planet.
yeah, just a bunch of wild Joshes beating each other to death. Like that sounds pretty legit.
We have one
Sounds
Josh
viral worthy.
decapitating a smaller Josh.
But how good can you do a Australian accent? Because I feel like that's important here.
Oh no.
No, you can't do it,
Mate.
mate. All right, you know that's good enough.
Hey.
You know, yeah, there you go. That's the thing, dude. All right, speaking of that, what I find so funny about like British and like Australian accents is the fact that when they say the word cunt specifically, it's so sharp. Like
Yeah.
it has a different like tone than like when Americans say it. You know what I mean? That's one of those I stay away from because I'm like, all right, I don't have an accent, so it doesn't sound as like
Yeah.
threatening. But like you talk to like an Aussie or something, I'm like, all right, hold up, all right.
It's because
like,
it
I'm
sounds
not
it
gonna
sounds more like it's like instead of saying hey man, hey dude, you're like hey C word. I don't want to say too
Yep.
much.
Right, yeah, for sure.
We actually got into an argument because I don't like that word that much. It's like the one swear word that I just can't.
Yeah, I feel that. I really do.
And he's been saying it a lot lately.
Out of frustration, like at work, if
I hear
like
you.
because I work at a grocery store.
Right.
And like if I'm trying to put up like a box of something and like another box is like in its way, I'm like, oh you effing C word, you fucking.
Yep.
So we got into a little bit of an argument because I'm like, I don't like that word. Please stop saying it so much.
I just
Yeah.
don't say it around Nicole.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like I feel that like that's the one swear word that I'm like, okay, unless I am really trying to emphasize how much I don't like somebody, that is the only time I'll use it.
Oh
it's,
yeah.
it's just it hits different. It just does. It hits different. Like and that's the other part, like, swearing in general, like, to me, doesn't carry a whole lot of weight. I know to a lot of, like, people in their, like, 40s and up, like, they're like, whoa, bad words.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just waiting until, like, Gen Z gets in their 30s. The next thing you know, I mean, swearing is completely, like, totally cool. And it's just, like, yeah, watching the Food Network, like, yo, this shit is fucking busting, dude.
I want to hear Gordon Ramsay say that.
Yeah, like they're actually invite
Like,
Gordon Ramsay on.
uncensored. uncensored Gordon Ramsay,
Mhm.
the
yeah.
best one.
I
That's
mean,
why you gotta have him on because you know he has no filter.
Can y'all get Gordon Ramsay on the podcast? Like, real talk.
oh
I
man,
wish.
if I could, if I got Gordon Ramsay on the show for like even a minute, it's like, all right, I'm done.
Even
My
a minute,
legacy
right,
is
yeah.
done.
And like I've been talking to the boys about doing a podcast for literally years
Mm.
because we have a bunch of like dumbass stories and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the opportunity to like bring guests, that just seems kind of cool.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, I've never been on a podcast, so thank y'all. But
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming on.
like I'm really inspired. No, thank you. Don't
Mm.
thank me.
No, I mean it's easy. I mean, it's just because I got this idea because like there's been times where because I would play like Call of Duty Zombies or like whatever
Yeah.
with friends to kind of just chill and hang out.
Right.
And I'm like, why don't I just like slap a record button on this conversation and then kind of keep on going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's just with my boys specifically. I guess needless to say, we're all very, 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 very immature.
Mhm.
Like, and I don't know how entertaining people will find that because we don't have a filter like at all. And like, I don't know if you've ever listened to like the Misfits podcast, but like I listen to that shit religiously. With my boys like, oh my god, what's his name? Brain fart.
I was just hearing
Swagger
about Misfits
Souls,
the other day.
Yeah, you got Swagger Souls, Zuckles, Fitz, all those dudes,
Mhm.
and like they pull it off really well. And it's like I think that because the other thing is having people that know how to hold conversation.
Right.
Because I've watched plenty of interviews on YouTube, to where it's like you get somebody like on the podcast or whatever, and they're not really into it.
Mhm.
They're just kind of like just going with the flow, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the awkward spot I don't want to hit because I'm a very high energy person. What
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
If you can't tell, so
I mean I feel like that's. So I'm not. I guess I can't speak for all like podcasters.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Because it was I think it's like a trial and error when you get people.
Right.
Like either it's gonna go good or it's gonna go really bad
Mhm.
in a sense.
No way in between.
Yeah, and I feel like it's the same way with the audience. I mean, you kind of just make your content and then just throw it out there, and then people will like if they find it, they'll listen to it, be like, oh wow, this shit's really
Yeah.
good. Because you might have heard of them, the official podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I used to listen to those guys
Yeah.
all the time when I worked at like other jobs,
Right.
and then I listened to another podcast called Who's Right,
Okay.
and those like it's just these two dudes are like middle aged, fat,
Of course.
and like these guys have like there's like opinions and shit that could piss off someone,
Mhm.
but they're
Yep.
not big enough for like that shit to happen. So kind of happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be like that.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like if you're on the smaller end of the spectrum, it's like you can get away with a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
But just in general, like I like to play everything safe.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So if there's any opportunity to get canceled, I will avoid it. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
will not have it. Because it's not just that. I'm in a band. We're trying to succeed.
Mm.
Content creator, all this stuff, and I'm like, I will like literally, y'all gotta chill. Like nothing like that. Anything that'll like legitimately make someone mad, we're not even gonna talk about it. Breeze right over it.
Because you don't want like in like 20 years be like, oh, Josh like said this and blah blah blah, and
Oh
then like
my
now it's gonna
God.
like bite you in the fucking ass.
But if
I will
something
be
does happen,
goddamned.
like addressing it up front is probably the best way to do it.
True. Yeah, I
'Cause
guess that
if you're
is.
gonna be canceled, at least be canceled for like being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Admit your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see too many of them go down that way.
Mhm.
I will not be one of them.
I guess it'd be a nice transition. So when you said you and your boys, it's for you're talking about your band Reverse the Hollowing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you just tell me like kind of like this person like does this, kind of give us like dissect like
Give you
the
the
band a little
rundown.
bit. Yeah, the rundown.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So essentially, you want me to get in like band origin because that's kind of interesting in itself.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do the origin first,
Yeah.
and then you can kind
Okay.
of break it down.
So Reverse the Hauling. So the name came from Dark Souls. If you played that video game before, that's about it. We just were like, yo, this sounds cool. You know, your stereotypical metalcore
Mhm.
formula for a name, you know, verb to noun, you know, it just works. So we're
Mhm.
like, cool, run with that. Our other guitar player, so it was me, our guitar player Joe, and our bass player Shelby. So essentially, I met Joe on Instagram like years ago.
Okay.
He uploaded a cover of a solo to a song, and I commented. I was like, "Yo, this is dope." Started talking, gave me his Xbox gamer tag, and it pretty much just took off from there.
Nice.
Mind you, this dude lives in another state, so this was like an internet relationship for like 4 years.
Nice.
And we were like, "Yo, let's start a fucking band." And he was like, "Bet." And we were like, "Cool." So we did. And our bass player, we went to high school together. So we've always been kind of close. And then, you know, fast forward a bit, you know, we meet up with Joe for the first time. You know, it's cool. You know, we
Nice.
write some songs. The Call of Anthemosa song, song on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, whatever, just came out last month. That song was actually like the first thing we ever cultivated together. And so that was just when it was us three, but we didn't end up releasing it until like 3-ish years later. So I mean, these things have been
Really?
cooking for a long time. Yeah.
So wait, what song was it?
So it's called Call of Anthemosa.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it,
those that-
Anthemosa.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
Anthemosa.
Call of.
Yeah.
It sounds
so
really
sorry
good.
about that. Yeah. So appreciate it. So Joe sent me like, it was like a demo of like, it was the da like that intro riff. It was like a little snippet, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I'm like, how we kind of bounce ideas off is like Joe will send me something, and I'm like, okay. I'm kind of like the easy bake oven that kind of like molds it into something that's like listenable for people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like a full song, and so that's kind of how that happened. And that stayed in like a demo format, like I said, for a long time. And then our drummer Caden, who's also my roommate, and then he introduced me to our first vocalist Jamie, because we have two vocalists. We're one of those bands, and
That's right.
So the song was originally called Call of Messina. And funny story, so when we were writing lyrics, because what we used to do a lot, we'd go live on our band page on Instagram, and like people in the chat would help us write the lyrics for our songs, just because we like being interactive with people,
Right.
and just really getting in close. So we were literally watching a documentary about mermaids, because that's kind of what it's about, sort of, and that's why it was originally called Call of Messina, because there's this thing called the Strait of Messina, which in mythology or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
found a lot of fucking mermaids there, I guess. I don't fucking know, but it was something like that. And and Jamie came along, he did some more research and then changed the name of the song to Call of Anthemosa. Now I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you change the name of the song to something that is more complicated to say? Because I guarantee you, no one but you knows how to pronounce it. And when we were like going to distribute it, I actually spelled the name of the song wrong because I didn't know how to fucking spell it. So we had to like cancel it, put the title right, and then re-upload it again.
Oh,
So
no.
that was kind of tragic.
That's funny.
It's kind of tragic, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and we were just a 5-piece for a while. Jamie, he's not much of like a singer, but his screams are fucking gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to hire a guy. His name's Kyle, super talented. He's in a band called Late Nine. Check them out. And he did vocals for that. So that's the guy singing the chorus and stuff. That's you hear
Okay.
him. But now we have our own singer now. His name's Matthew Coleman. Super talented dude. Our bass player met him at a show because he's in like a local tribute band.
Okay.
And I guess they talked, and he was like, dude, I'm in a band. He's like, oh, for real? He's like, yeah. So he was like, I really want to get into a metal type project. And so we were like, yo, hit up our boy. We got him into the group chat. We talked. We're like, you passed the vibe check. You're in the fucking band. And that's pretty much how it goes.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it's a sausage party of 6 dudes writing absolute
That's what I'd say. I was like,
bangers.
wait, how many members are there?
Yeah,
6.
so we have
Okay.
6. So me, Caden, Joe, Shelby, Jamie, and Matthew.
Okay.
Very
So
nice.
yeah, that's us. We're just a meme.
Oh yeah.
I will say you guys got a good amount of like listens on Spotify so far. Cause like,
Yeah, that is so surprising because it all happened in like a week. Because I made a video just like, "Hey, listen to us." And people are like, "Cool," and I've
Yep.
never had that happen.
Yep, you're
and
talking to one of
people
them.
actually do it.
yeah,
Dude, love you, appreciate it. Yeah, like,
do- I kid you not. So he sends me like, "Hey, listen to these guys. I saw them on TikTok," and I was like, "Okay, cool."
yeah,
And I literally just like went to your page and everything, clicked it. I think if anything, at least like 200 listens were from me, just because I like didn't change the song or like the like who I was listening to, so it was just playing one
Just
song.
repeat of the two songs.
Yeah, repeat of the
Yeah.
two songs right after another,
Oh,
and I
you were
got
listening
sucked
to
into
Bleeding
work, and it was
Skies
just
too?
going.
No. Well, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
I
If it was
appreciate
bad,
that.
I would have like turned it off. I was like, this is annoying. No, I like was able to zone into work, and I was like, this shit's
Yeah.
lit.
I will say that Bleeding Skies song is like the bastard child of this band because we all absolutely fucking hate that song.
Oh really?
Like so
Really?
much because so that song was written like when we weren't a full band yet.
Mm.
Okay.
So those screams you hear in that song, that's Joe. That's our guitar player. He can actually scream pretty well. So that's him. And then our original vocalist is one of my longtime homies. He did the chorus and whatnot. So there's three vocalists on that one song. One of which his name's DePreston. He writes like R&B type music. So we're like, yo, let's get you on here because I don't know if it was out of desperation or what, but the two didn't mesh as well as I'd like. And so when we went back and listened to it, you know, no one had told us like this song is bad because I feel like when people are your friends, they're supposed to tell you like, oh, this slaps, whatever.
Mm.
But when we go back and listen to it and then compare that to the stuff we have coming, we're like, this is absolute trash, but people are listening to it, so we're gonna keep it. So expect a new version of that song.
I mean, I love it.
Yeah,
I
say
love both
like
of 'em.
I like them both equally.
So I'm excited to hear like what comes out next. And see
Oh
the
my
progression.
god, y'all are not ready. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, literally, like, because we've been in between, like, do we want to put out an EP? Do we just want to release singles forever? Do we want to make an album? So we've been in between, like, what do we want to do? What's the plan? Because we're all new to this, like,
Right.
for the most part. As far as being in a band that's serious and seeing results, like, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to navigate this very saturated music industry
Mm-hmm.
and figure out a tactical plan, especially being in a band that kind of started getting moving during COVID. 'Cause that's
Mhm.
what fucked everything.
Oh yeah.
Because Joe had to go back. He moved up here for a little bit, but had to go back because of COVID. And I mean, that put us at a standstill for a while.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Because you'll notice, Bleeding Skies was released in 2019.
Yeah.
Anthemosa came out like last month, 2021. So there was a 2-year gap where we were like
Mm.
off the grid. But I'll say I'd like to think we came out swinging a little bit with the new track. So now we're just prepping to release one more song, I think. I don't really know what the plan is. We're gonna figure it out, but we definitely have another one coming out
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
next month after, something like that. But,
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, how
Yeah.
soon can can I listen to this while working out?
See, deadlifts or not deadlifts. You said working out, and I was just working out too. Shit, like deadlines. That's what I was going for. That's a very scary term, being an independent band, because we're not signed, so we can literally do whatever the fuck we want.
Oh yeah.
So that means if we want to procrastinate, then we're gonna fucking procrastinate.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's any artist.
we've had a lot of setbacks with our music. Like we've had to completely start over at one point because we got fucked over.
Mm.
So that was kind of tragic. So these songs that you're hearing and will be hearing, they're like 2 years old. Like these aren't like the new songs. These are the songs that are on back order.
Right.
Still
So that's
good.
essentially what it is. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have those to you. I guess I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. So a lot of our songs are like, I guess, lyrically inspired off of something.
Mhm.
So our band names from Dark Souls, the song we have coming out, since literally the idea came from watching Revenge of the Sith, and we're like,
Hell
Order 66,
yeah.
that's badass as fuck. So we're calling the song Order 66.
Hell
And,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like it's a back. Like I don't know if you've watched my live streams, but I'll play like, our unreleased songs, And people are like, yo, what band is that? What band is that? And I'm like, yo, I had to have my moderator constantly put the band name in the chat because I'm tired of saying it.
Yeah.
Because the other part of that is like, no one spells it right when I say it. Because they're like, oh, reverse the Halloween, reverse the Halloween, reverse the howling. Like, okay, look, like, just, it makes sense when you read it out. So I'm gonna just type it in the chat for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that song. We have another one. Have you watched the show The 100? Heard of it?
Yeah, I heard of it, but I haven't dabbled into it.
So I took that show a little too seriously. Like, I absolutely fucking love that show. And we have a song called Descending. That song is my fucking child. Hopefully it comes out soon. I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of complicated, but yeah, there's that one. And these songs, they were meant to be an EP, but for whatever reason, we were like, we just need to put something out ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess now that's why we're taking the single route, because people have been waiting and waiting and waiting for our music. So we're like, okay, we'll just get something out to you. So yeah, that's my plan.
Nice.
Kind of ranted there a little bit.
No, you're good. You're good. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh god.
I am like a undercover like metalhead.
Undercover.
Yeah, I used to like really get into it when I was like in high school and then like a little
Right.
bit out of college. But like lately it's been more like indie and that kind of stuff. But like I have
Indie's dope.
I have like a little soft spot for metal,
I hear you.
and so like I'm like yeah. Every time
See,
I
I don't-
listen anything metal.
Yeah. Because you have the people that, like, they listen to it, you know, middle school, you know, they went through the very, very ultra aggressive emo phase, you know.
Mm.
Some developed into metalheads, some stayed emo scene, whatever.
Mm.
Some grew out of it, some didn't. And I'm somewhere in the in-between. I cannot tell you.
You're in limbo.
Yeah, limbo. That is the perfect term for it. Oh my god. So yeah, like, because I wasn't raised listening to metal. Like, I have a lot of friends, a lot of people I know, their parents put them onto it.
Mhm.
I put myself onto it, sort of. Like,
I feel that.
because what I think it was, there was this Game Boy game. It was a Hot Wheels game. And, you know,
Right.
like, games back then, you know, you'd have the loading screen and press start to, you know, play the game or whatever.
Mhm.
And when I tell you, this song had a banging soundtrack. Like, literally, I'd plug in my little Sony headphones, and I wouldn't even play the game. I would just vibe to it.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause
Just put in your
mind you-
pocket and just go on your day, just listen to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
iPod.
Like, yeah, this was pre-Spotify, all that shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel old saying that, but, like, before Spotify came out, you know, I had my Game Boy and my headphones. That was it. So whatever soundtrack the game had is what I was listening to.
I mean, like a lot of my music tastes growing up came from like the Tony Hawk games.
Oh my god, straight heat.
So
Straight
like,
heat.
so I was like, yeah, I'll vibe with it, and then like I guess like because I don't know, I was a kid when I was like YouTube would come out, so I was like just look up the
Yeah.
songs and like, oh, listen to this, okay, listen to this, okay,
Yep.
listen to this.
Yep, absolutely. It was just a train.
Oh, yeah, and then like
Yeah,
because like my dad, like he's old school, so he listens to, like a lot of like 60s, like 70s, like rock, you know, like
right.
like a Led Zeppelin, like a Three Dogs Night.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom was all about like 80s and kind of like now, so like hair metal is kind of like my thing.
Woo.
Like I have a Motley Crue tattoo.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I've really come to appreciate 80s music a lot, working a job where we can't have our phones and have nothing but a radio.
Mm.
So there's a station that plays, like, you know, 80s music, and then obviously, you know, to keep all the new kids listening, you know, they'll
Yeah.
play the occasional 2020 bop or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've come to appreciate a lot of the older music a lot recently. And it's like, now that I've developed a little more as a musician, I pay attention to more things about the song and why it's good versus just like, all right, there's no riffs, there's no breakdowns, but this song is still fucking fire.
Mm.
And yeah, so like, you know, I have like playlists for different vibes that I'm in. So I got the jammy jammies. So, you know, that's not necessarily metal songs, but songs that I think go hard, right?
Mhm.
You know, I got my rap stuff. You know, I like to think that I'm pretty diverse musically.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
I don't just listen to metal. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I mean, you get burned out of that, especially like being a musician. I cannot only listen to metal. Like it just doesn't work.
Oh yeah, no.
I gotta pull inspiration from another source. You know?
Yeah, you gotta get vibes from other places.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, cause I mean, like I'll be cause like at work, like if it's like if the store's closed, cause like at that we can pull out our phones, pull up Spotify, like listen to music.
Yeah.
Like there's been times where I'll listen to like rock, metal, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm kind of bored. Someone pull up
Yeah.
like NWA or like 90s rap.
Oh yeah, the best.
like a real 180.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of funny doing a genre switch like that, especially for my homies in the car with me.
Mhm.
Because, you know, we'll just be listening to some absolutely slamming deathcore. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's switch the vibe up. You know, NWA, something like that. You know, some of the mumble rap, it's all right. So, you know, I'll put on some NLE Chopper or whatever. And then we might be listening to Britney Spears shortly after that. You don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Like, I mean, there's nothing more diverse than our own personal liked lists on Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. For sure.
Tim and I have a playlist that we have. It's called our Cars playlist. Because it's kind of his music, kind of my music, and then it's like, because he doesn't like some of my music. Thinks because I like a lot of video game music. And
you like the Doom soundtrack?
Huh?
You like the Doom soundtrack?
I haven't heard.
Yes.
Oh man.
It's more like, I guess in a sense, like 8-bit music.
8-bit. So okay, yeah.
So
I can vibe with that.
he doesn't care for it, but I still throw a couple in there.
Right.
But we'll go from like Motley Crue to like that, or like Peppermint, which is like this super upbeat song, and it's like it goes from like 100, like 0 to 100 real fast, and you're like,
Oh,
what
for
the
sure.
hell is this playlist?
Nothing wrong with that, you know.
No.
You know, got to keep things interesting a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
But
But like you said, you like indie. I like indie quite a bit.
Indie's dope.
Like
what's,
a lot.
What's an example of like indie? It's just like non-pop.
My understanding of indie has been like a very low-key band. Like indie's always like, it's not quite rock music, but it's not like, it's like the middle ground between like emo and like punk almost. I don't know how to explain it. It's like very vibey.
I guess my indie is more of like
Yeah.
more towards lo-fi.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
okay.
just chill, like it's got like a good beat and you're just like chilling and it's like good vibes type of audio.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it can be more like oriented towards rock, or it could be more oriented towards pop. It's kind of like it's own thing, but it's taking things from other places.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's like the tier below alternative, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or like if alternative had a subgenre. I don't know.
I feel like
Yeah.
Group Love would have been like, it's a more popularized indie. Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, neighborhood.
Oh,
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Neighborhood.
Even 21 Pilots, I think.
They become more mainstream, but back in their heyday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like back in
Cold
the day,
War
yeah, for
Kids.
sure.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yup.
Yeah. Cool War Kids. Yeah.
Congos.
Cage the Elephant. Well, Cage the Elephant. They grow
They
into
be-
like mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Keys for sure.
I literally just went to my like liked playlist, hit indie, and we're going through it.
I don't think Red Hot Chili Peppers counts as indie. I mean, maybe if it was the '90s,
Yeah.
like when they were just
Maybe.
coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Big
So,
data.
so I got a question for y'all. Let me get y'all's opinion on something real quick.
Yeah.
We can.
So, what do y'all think about people saying that rock is dead?
People have been saying that.
Oh yeah. Like, I think I read something recently. I think it was a tweet from Adam Levine saying like a lot of the rock bands, like he's saying like I wish they were more popular or something like that, or like I wish people still listen to this or whatever.
yeah.
It was something along the lines of that. So yeah, some people think that, you know, because of COVID and everything else, that, you know, the live scene is gonna die. I think rather the opposite now that, you know, this vaccine's here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But, you know, rock definitely, like the whole culture behind it is not the same at all, you know, as what it was before technology took over.
Yeah. I feel like just with our generation and how easy it is to make music in a sense.
Oh yeah.
Just like by having a computer, you can literally pull up and concoct something.
Yep.
Rock isn't as easily to like format and like produce.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I feel like it's a bit harder, so you don't see it as often because people are like, I need music and I need new music now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so it's harder to make rock music and make it be good and everything because you have to jump through so many hoops. Whereas like hip hop and pop and whatever, you can just
Right.
Well, because with a lot of like pop and like hip hop songs, like it feels like it's like the same beat in a sense.
Especially because some of them actually use the same beat
Yeah.
and just put different words over it.
Yeah, and then like it's not creativity.
yeah.
Right.
Plagiarizing,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
plagiarism.
I mean, you can say the same thing for like a lot of metal music, especially in the modern metal era.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you listen to a lot of bands, like that sprouted, after the glorious 2000s, early 2000s music was glorious, but after that, a lot of the bands started to become copy and paste of each other. Because it seems like most bands, they're pretty unique at first, and then if they sell out or they get famous or whatever, they reach that point where now we have to structure our songs for the masses, and they kind of lose their identity. Like,
I feel like
have you listened to Architects, like their new song, for example?
what was it?
I think it's called Animals. That band Architects, they released a song called Animals, like kind of recently.
I've never heard of them, if I have to be honest.
Oh well, yeah, they're an example of that because a lot of bands, they sell out and they change their style completely. Like
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon, big example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm an OG Bring Me the Horizon fan. I'm like back 2008.
Hell yeah.
So-
Nice.
When something like that happens, I'm like, okay, are you doing that because this style of music doesn't produce the kind of attention or doesn't bring in the revenue that you want, so you have to change? So is that style like not profitable anymore? Like, is that what it is? Because some bands, they're doing great,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
Interesting.
I guess the struggle is also with bands is trying to predict what's going to be popular.
True.
Because making a song, you know how long it takes. It can take 2
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
So just trying to define, okay, what's going to be popular a year or two from now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you have, like, in a sense, a formula where you're like, I'm going to put this here, like, basically in a sense copying, like, the hit song that you had, or, like,
Mhm.
popular songs right now,
Oh,
kind of copying it
facts.
into a rhythm.
Yeah.
You kind of
Yeah.
just start producing that because you're like, I have no idea what's going to become popular. You might change things to like make them more towards you, but you're fitting
Right.
that formula to hit the mainstream more.
Right. And one artist that I will say made a change for the fucking better is Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
His album was so
Oh.
fucking good. Like,
Oh,
oh my
yeah.
god.
Oh my! I am so happy. I'm not the only
I'm
one.
gonna have
Yes.
to like mute you for that
I'm not
portion.
the. Oh my
It's
god!
so good. Like,
Tickets
homie
to
won
my
how many awards
downfall.
for that?
Was
Woo!
that dude?
Absolute fire. Absolute fire.
Oh my dude! He's
I love that album.
just on a side note. Cause so we live like in a sense close to Wisconsin.
Okay.
He's gonna be performing in Milwaukee. And I'm like, oh,
Ah!
that's like it's a place called the Rave. It's an indoor venue. It's only like an hour like from here. I'm
We're
like,
vaccinated.
ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's tickets to my downfall, like tour in a sense.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, in October, I was like, it's like I don't know.
That's fuego.
Oh man,
Well, you gotta pick between Indiana Comic Con or
I'd
that.
kill to catch a live show. Like, I don't even care who it
Yeah.
is. Like, I just need it.
oh
It's
god,
been too long.
damn. Because whenever I was like, hey guys, Machine Gun Kelly, his music, it's not that good, but he has his new album. Everyone's like, whatever. And I'm like, okay. It's like listening to myself in the car, like on my headphones.
Oh, damn. That's tragic, because, like, most of my friends love that album.
Oh man.
Wow. Like, that's kind of heartbreaking, but
It
you
is.
know.
I mean, like, I remember, like, because the day it came out, I ran out to Target and I, like, got, like, a CD. Not that people really buy
Ah.
CDs anymore, but I was like, I just want it in my car.
Dude, honestly, real talk, I think, like, you have those people that, yeah, they don't really care, but, like, there are more people than you think that care about, like, having a physical copy of something.
Mhm.
Especially what I've noticed being a smaller band is because a lot of people see potential and they want to have your earliest stuff in case you blow up.
Right.
Mhm.
Because they're like, yo, we got this limited edition, like, whatever,
Mm.
came out, talking in the future, 2020,
Mm.
this trash-ass Bleeding Skies song, we got that thing on vinyl.
Would you guys
Um,
ever put your music on vinyl? Like real talk?
I would absolutely love to, yes. Also, all right, can I make one more? All right, I have to put this meme out there.
Okay, go for it.
So there was an RTH meme, and basically we have that going back to the unreleased stuff, and there's a line in the song, one of our songs, where it says "searching for a purpose," right? But when we were recording, we were talking about like porpoises before for whatever reason, and so in the vocal take, it sounds like he says porpoise, and for some reason we found that like ultra funny, so. Like we always tell people, like, yeah, the line's searching for a porpoise, but we're just gonna put in the lyrics that it's purpose, just so
Yeah, it's
we look
fine.
professional. So we have this idea to have like a cyborg dolphin in like night armor, and we're gonna make that like our first line of merch. Like, I just feel like that would be fucking awesome.
I'd buy
So
Yeah, it's
if you wanna, yeah.
As soon as that comes out, I'm gonna fucking put my order in.
Yeah, so if you want to know why it's a dolphin, then this is the explanation right here, right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just so y'all know.
they just got a deep dive. Find us.
Deep dive. Yes. Yes.
Somebody 5 years from now, your band blows up and they're like, "Why is it porpoise?" And they have to like deep dive and they're like, "Oh, Casual Drinking Play podcast. This is why."
I'm just waiting for somebody to get, like, searching for a porpoise tattooed on him. Like, I think my life will be complete at that point. Like, if someone wants to make me really happy, like, go on ahead and do that. But, like, don't actually, because that's kind of, like, dumb. But, like, still do it, though. But I didn't tell you to do it, though.
10 out of 10 would be great.
I think it'd be awesome. Wait, say like it's a. Wait, say like a cyborg. Is it a cyborg dolphin in night armor?
It's a cyborg dolphin in night armor. Yes.
I can see someone getting that.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, not necessarily the searching for a porpoise part, but at least the dolphin.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I love
feel like that
dolphins.
could be
I
cool.
love medieval so much.
Yeah, there you go. Why? I guess I had the idea of like a dolphin submarine. I don't know why, but like that's just the image that came in my head, and like just a Arnold Schwarzenegger dolphin shooting a laser beam in night armor. Like for some reason, that was just like the most off the wall thing I could come up with. So I literally hit up our dude, like that he's designing like our album art and whatnot, and I was like, yo. So we had an idea for like merch and stuff, and so I told him the dolphin idea, and he was like, copy that. I'll see what I can do. And I'm hoping to see a dolphin on a t-shirt here pretty soon.
That'd be amazing.
Like did he
Yeah.
take a minute to like process, or he's like, nope, got it.
Well, you know how like on Snapchat you can see like their head pop up, and
Yeah.
like homie was typing for a good 5 minutes, and then I finally got like confirmation. So I don't know if the thought going through his head was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this dude, or whatever question he had. Because I mean, I get it. Like, if I come to you talking about like a dolphin, and I legitimately want this for like merch, I understand how that can be kind of weird, but like, just trust me. So yeah, just want to put that out there.
Oh yeah, God, that'd be amazing. I'd love to get as
I hope
like
so.
just like a tank top. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, or like a onesie. I feel like that'd be kind of smooth. 'Cause I'm a onesie man. I'm a very lazy person, so
So-
onesies are perfect for me.
So here's what you do: you make the onesie, but
Okay.
it's like one of those zip up ones where it goes all the way, and it
Oh,
makes
yeah.
the dolphin.
Ooh, you're giving me very dangerous ideas. I just want you to know that.
Hey, go for it. Run
From
with it.
alcohol to onesies.
Alcohol to
Ooh.
onesies. It's gotta be a onesie that has the socks though, because I
Mhm.
stay forgetting to put socks on sometimes.
That's why you gotta have the one
So-
that's like the complete and like completely zips up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
from
yeah,
your
yeah.
feet to your head. Like,
Oh, all the way. So your face is like the
You're
dolphin.
covered, yeah.
Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
the 2008 like Minecraft creeper hoodies.
yep.
Absolutely, but onesie mode. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
I love it.
You become the robot cyborg.
So I know who to hit up if we have merch ideas.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make the most like off the wall thing ever. Shout out to Vans, by the way.
Have you ever owned a pair of Vans?
I have like 25 pairs.
I
Of
was
Vans.
gonna
Awesome,
say,
okay.
I was like, it sounds like you might own a lot.
Yeah. Have you?
I
No,
also
I've never owned a pair of Vans.
Okay, I have.
I worked at Journeys for like 3 years, so we got 40% off,
Oh,
and
nice.
I bought a shit ton of shoes before I left.
You're like,
So,
"These are
yeah.
all mine."
Yeah, like I was that dude. I was like, yeah, I longboard, skater dude. I put the Vans sticker on the back of my iPhone case because I'm like that,
Nice.
hashtag Thrasher, whatever. So yeah, I'm that guy. Love Vans. I've been thinking about making like a custom pair of Vans for literal years, and now that we have a band with a porpoise cyborg as a mascot, I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Dude, that would be amazing. If there was a line of shoes that had that, I would buy it.
Yeah,
It would be
it's
your
pretty
first
unique,
pair
isn't
of
it?
Vans.
My first pair of
Like-
Vans.
Vans, please, like if you're listening to this, like come on through. Let's collab. It might not be the most profitable thing, but it would be hilarious.
It could be limited edition where like all right,
Limited
let's say
edition.
if they're like, okay, this is trash, but we'll make like 5 pairs, okay? And then like 20 years from now, like everyone's like, oh my god, I need to get myself like one of those because that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it could be like y'all hear about the Lil Nas thing, how he made the Satan shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
I was about to
Like
bring that up. I'm like,
but a
what is
dolphin.
that? Like Misfit? Like go to Misfit and be like, we want these.
Yeah.
Mitch
Just
is like, oh, is there gonna be
666
blood in it?
Oh, see, that part kind of turned me off a little bit. I'm like, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Air Maxes, but like human blood, pass.
Yeah.
Do
See,
not
I
want
thought that
HIV.
was cool, cause like the Jesus ones, they had holy water in it, and so it's very
what is-
opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
But
creative.
like, what is the holy water though? Like,
Yeah,
like
well,
what
what is
what
it?
was it composed of?
Yeah.
You know, because if there are any like semen contents in it, like hard pass, bro. Like any bodily fluids, like keep that out of my
Keep
shoes.
that-
Like I am not that pressed to own limited edition shoes. I mean, the boxes I will say were fucking awesome,
Mm.
but like personally, this came out of someone, and I do not want that on my feet.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean I get it, but also it's kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
It's something
It
new.
is kinda
I was like, wait, what? I did double take when I read that article. I'm like,
Yeah.
human blood and shoot. Okay.
It's a talking point.
So, I wonder how much blood is actually in it. Like,
I don't think it was a lot. I think it was like a drop in a sense, like not even.
you think
Yeah.
they like pulled up to a blood drive and were like, "Yo, we're making like a limited edition of shoes. We just need a few gallons of blood, if you wouldn't mind."
How much are they
You would
paying
be
you? 'Cause we'll pay you
compensated.
3 times the amount.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I mean, if that's the case, I really don't trust that thing because I mean, what if you step on a rock, right? The air bubble burst. You just got blood all over you. You just so happen to skin your knee the day before.
Oh.
So now you got this person's blood on you and in you, and now you have HIV. See that, like that. I mean, real shit. That could happen. You
It
know what I
could.
mean? Like,
It could.
I love the domino effect.
So let's just think about this. Like smart decisions, boys and girls. You know,
Okay, don't buy shoes with blood in it if you
don't buy.
have a potential chance of skinning your knee while wearing them.
Right, like
God,
you
that'd
never
be
know.
one hell of a way to go out.
But what kind of that would be one hell of a story to have on a podcast. Like, yo, I got HIV because like I tripped, blood got on me, and it was over for me from there. But I'm still here. That would be
The
awesome.
blood from my shoes.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know what you would like title that episode. It would be, especially with no context. Like, I
Maybe,
don't
like-
know. But
Like shoes gave me AIDS.
shoes gave me AIDS. Yes. Yeah,
Shoes
yeah.
give me AIDS. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yep, there you go. So like, just find somebody, see if that's their story, and have them come explain.
Bet.
Oh fuck, dude. So I guess circling around back to the music. Was there like a musician that inspired you to like play guitar?
Ooh, well, it wasn't anyone famous. Essentially, so I was homeschooled from like 1st to 6th grade. I told you I was sheltered as fuck, right?
Mhm.
So whatever. Finally went to school, 7th grade, and so what's funny is this girl in my art class. Her boyfriend is now the vocalist in my band, but this was before I ever knew how to play guitar.
Mhm.
So she is the one that inspired me to like, really start playing because we had an art teacher. She was fucking dope, metalhead, super cool, put me
Nice.
on a hella music. And this was also like around the time Sempiternal by Bring the Horizon had come out, and that was the album. Like I was like, yes, metalcore is for me. So we would have little jam sessions in art class. She was a teacher that really cared about mental health and what kids go through at home
Mhm.
and how school sucks and it's kind of stupid, and the fact that we really after the fact, you don't know much other than like like Pythagorean theorem, whatever. Like it's kind of dumb. So she looked out a lot, and music therapy in middle school is what I needed, and I didn't know it, and it was awesome. So I played drums at the time. That was like my first kind of instrument. But that wasn't something I could just bring to class. So I was like, okay, let me do something a little more portable, and guitar was it. Because I was also kind of under the impression that if I knew how to play guitar, then I would get bitches. And that is not what happened. But I can play guitar.
There you go.
So yeah, essentially it was just one of my friends in middle school. Like that was just it. She's really cool.
Hell yeah.
I had a few friends in middle school that played, and I'm just the one that took it extremely serious because I was really bored. I needed something to do. So yeah, I just started playing. Learned off a video game. Essentially, it's called Rocksmith.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because I have two brothers and they both play it's like regular guitar and bass guitar, and
Yeah.
they learned from playing like Rocksmith and just going on YouTube. Like they never paid a single not a single penny for lessons.
But yeah,
Yeah,
you don't have to spend much bread, and it works flawlessly. Because like a teacher will teach you whatever worked for them, but you got to understand that most guitarists, in fact 90% of guitarists, they don't play the same way. Like they develop their own techniques. That's how you become unique, and
Right.
that's how you like get your name out there and make your own music. Because they teach you how to do stuff, and like it's cool to have a teacher so you know what bad habits to not pick up. But other than that, I mean, trial and error for me seemed like the best way. Because it taught me a bit of discipline. That's the other thing, because I had never been able to commit to much. Now I'm that guy. I go through those seasons. I want to go to the gym. I want to get swole, but I go for a week, then I stop. It happens every time. But guitar is the one thing that is like stay consistent in my life.
Right.
So that's kind of nice.
That's
It's
awesome.
reaped some good fruit, I think. But yeah. My origin story with guitar is kind of boring. That's
yeah.
about it.
But it's a good one.
Yeah, it's unique. Like, because I was expecting like a celebrity, like it's like, oh, like I followed like Dave Grohl and I thought it was really cool, so I started playing.
Yeah.
It's more of a humble story.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I have no musicians in my family, so I had no parent that it put that impression on me at all. Like no sibling, only child. So I just kind of had just myself and a guitar,
Nice.
and I had plenty of time ahead of me to like learn or whatever. And yeah, it's just about it, And
Well, all that time practicing sure as hell paid off well.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah.
Thank
dude.
you.
Oh, that's fucking sick. All right, just about wrap up here. We're going a little over an hour.
Hey.
Yeah. Nicole, is there anything
No.
last minute? No.
It's been great talking to you, though.
Oh yeah.
It's
fun.
been great talking to y'all. I needed this. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks
no
for having
problem.
me.
I mean, like, I could go for like a lot longer, but like we
Oh,
like
facts.
like
Facts.
at most like let's do an hour. I mean, one of these days soon. I mean, I'm not sure how soon, but maybe like sometime during summer we'll get you back on.
Let's do it when we have more music out, and we can talk about that.
There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get more
Love
music
to pick your
out?
brain.
Absolutely, that'd be
Just-
great.
All right. Explain it.
That would be sick. Absolutely.
Gotcha.
And maybe next time more of the people from the band can come on, too.
I was just about to say that. Like, would that be cool? Because I could
Yeah.
definitely get them here. So,
Oh, yeah.
More than
because we're all on Discord. That would be so sick. Oh my god.
I think it'll be like
It'd be a lot, but
it'll be a lot because like 6 people. I think we could do it though.
Oh yeah.
It probably wouldn't be all 6, but you could at least get more voices than just me.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
We can get more
Yeah.
inputs, more how people
Right.
started, and
Absolutely.
Like, all right. So and so, what's your point of view? How did this all start? We got Josh's story. What's yours?
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For
So
sure.
yeah, we can do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, to close it out, if you made it this far, thank you for listening.
Josh, would you like to plug yourself?
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram, rez.wave. That is rezz.wav. Follow me. Yeah.
Everything will be linked down below as well, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Just send me your
Woo-hoo!
links and I'll link it all.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Say no more.
Oh Oh yeah. All right, Nicole, do you want to do your
Yeah.
your catchphrase?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Remember, don't be racist. See you next time.